Today's title is going to be The Casualties of War. See, many of you people out here that entertain the idea of waging warfare against your enemies, you have to understand something, because when you're directing energy, see, I gotta really dig into this, because there's a lot of people that when they do things, they're like, hopefully this is going to work, or there's a possibility that's going to work. If you're thinking like that, you need to shut this video off and go sit somewhere else, because this conversation is not for you. This is for people that know when they do some shit, it's going to be, and it shall come to pass. So if you're a real one and you identify with where I'm going with this message, tune in and let's resume. When you send energy out to attack a target, that energy scatters. You may have innocent bystanders that get caught in the spirit's path. This is why in the Old Testament, you saw when Jehovah came to Moses, he told Moses that they should wipe something, I think blood, on their door, so when the spirit of death comes amongst them, that their children do not get caught in the path of the spirit. That was Moses. This is the same thing with doing work. Whether it's aimed at maiming your target or whether its means is to lay down your target. When you do your work, you should see the manifestation of it in the environment. I don't have to go into details because I don't want to be rated R today. But if you can use your imagination, you will understand what I'm trying to convey without conveying it. You should be able to see the manifestation of your work before it hits the target. When you start seeing collisions, you start seeing events transpire for the misfortunate or the misfortune, you should have an idea that what you're putting into motion is in motion, is a success, but it's only a matter of time until it hits your target. Now, for those of you that entertain the thought of doing malicious work, you have to understand that if you're not built for this, maybe you need to sit down, because you will see monstrosities and you will see tragedies. And if this is not for you, you need to sit down. You need to leave this alone, because this is not the world for you. There's a lot of people that play and they gimmick, they laugh and this and that. Listen, as what many call me, I have seen many, let's just say, reach their final destination. I have seen many rebuked and many judged, if you understand what I'm trying to convey. To do this type of work, you have to be built for it. And you have to say to yourself, before you take this on, are you willing to accept the, let's just say, I'm looking for a good word here. I don't want to use casualty. I would rather say, let's just say, the waste. You know, if you're on a construction site, you're going to have waste, right? You're cutting, crown molding, whatsoever, you're going to have waste. So there's going to be a percentage that's going to be, you know, that's going to come out the budget. So you have to add that in. So let's just say, you know, you're doing your work, you have to understand that there's going to be losses. You know, if you're cutting the crown molding, you got to understand that there's going to be like, you know, at least a 5%, you know, loss out of the material that you buy. So it's just, with the same logic, you have to approach doing destructive work. Are you willing to accept what comes with it? Now, I'm not talking about karma because that's a whole nother subject. What I'm talking about is the path of the spirit. When you open that gate for that job to come out, to go do what it has to do, whomever's in its path is going to feel its wrath. Now, what comes from that? You have to accept the responsibility for that. So with that said, I conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.